Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Energy Circle. Today's talk is emotional honesty. We will talk about unresolved emotions and how they affect us, how to resolve them in your daily life, and why it's so important. Unresolved emotions are one of the primary causes of stress. It is the small transgressions that we experience, all the little stressors that add up from work and politics and news that add up on our nervous system and can cause this feeling of angst and dis-ease within our own system, and also trigger those incessant thoughts that can cause a lot of fear or worry, concern about the future, ruminating over the past. We live in a world that is full of busyness and distractions, and this makes it really hard for us to have the space we really need to process and feel our emotions so that we can really let them go. Many of us tend to hold in and internalize our emotions, which can negatively affect our health and our well being. People are often afraid to really face their true emotions and what they feel. Our traditional practices also lack the real skills and resources that are needed for emotional healing. So oftentimes we're taught to sit and observe and allow, but how do you process and really come to terms with what you feel on a deeper level? If you have negative emotions, it's one thing to let them out, but these emotions can guide us in our own personal growth. They can help us expand and raise our emotional awareness. Feeling is healing. You've heard me say that many times. To feel is to heal. And the deeper question here is, why don't we allow ourselves to fully feel? When something uncomfortable arises, which is really the source of why a lot of people don't like to meditate. They don't want to sit with what they feel. It's natural to not want to feel that, right? So why not? Well, here are some reasons. We don't want to admit that we feel bad. We think that feeling bad is bad, and that we could get lost. If we allow ourselves to be depressed, we could just be depressed and get lost in that depression and never come out of it. That we could be overpowered by these strong emotions and be unable to come back and function in our everyday life. It's these types of things, feeling out of control with emotions. There's such a strong need to keep it together, to be functional in society and to look good. And it's these reasons why we don't allow ourselves to fall apart with some of the things that we feel inside. So we're unwilling to feel bad or feel the truth of what we truly feel. If we were completely emotionally honest, then what? And the consequence is that when we are emotionally honest about everything in our lives, it could come with change. It puts us in the position of responsibility for our lives. That when we really wake up to how we feel about things and what we're noticing and we're paying attention to, that it comes with consequence. And people don't want change. They're afraid of change inherently because of the uncertainty that that change can bring, even if the possibility is better.